Good day everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about sustainable development. But before we start, we have some lesson outline. First, we have what is sustainable development. Next is the importance of sustainable development. And last is the 17 sustainable development goals. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define what is sustainable development, identify the 17 sustainable development goals, and value the importance of sustainable development. So what is sustainable development? Sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Sustainable development is how we must live today if we want a better tomorrow, by meeting the present needs without compromising the chances of future generations to meet their needs. It's a bit of a juggling act. Three different balls must be kept in the air at once. What are these three? We have economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. If one or two falls to the ground, the act is over. An economy grow rapidly for instance, but only for so long if most people will remain poor and all the natural resources are used up. Where development is sustainable, everyone has access to decent work, quality healthcare, and education. Natural resources use avoids pollution and permanent losses to the environment. Public policy choices ensure that no one is left behind due to disadvantages or discrimination. If you want to understand why sustainable development is so important to real world terms, just look around. On average globally, people live longer lives with higher incomes, but a lot of development is unsustainable. It has taken us to climate change, environmental destruction, conflict, poverty and hunger, vast inequalities, and social instability. So, sustainable development is so important. Why? It is because it allows us to preserve the environment, protect biodiversity, mitigate climate change, eradicate poverty, provide social inclusivity, and foster long term economic growth. The Earth has enough resources to meet our present or future needs for development if you use them economically.
No poverty is one of sustainable development goals that established by the United Nations as part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So, no poverty defines as a condition and are characterized by a deprivation of basic human needs, improving improving food, water, sanitation, and also shelter, the healthcare, the education, and also the employment. So, people living in poverty are often unable to meet their basic needs, and the rest of the is malnutrition. So the second one is zero hunger. So zero hunger is the second type of 17 types of sustainable development goals. So it established by the United Nations in 2015. Then it aims to end hunger and to achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture worldwide by 2030. So, no, ang zero hunger is ga-define siya sa kagutom. The objective to gi-ensure sa sustainable development goals nga ang tanan has access to sufficient and safe, of course, nutritious food, diba? So, atong pandemic is one of kuanjud daghang gigutom, daghang way gikaon tungod kay walay trabaho, diba? Tungod sa pandemic, mga tao is nara sila sa balay, wala sila income. Good health and well-being. The good health and well-being is the third types of 17 sustainable development goals. So one of goal of sustainable development is good health and well-being. So means it talks about ensuring a healthy lifestyle for all individuals at all age, mapabata or matigulang man. This include promoting physical and mental health, then reducing the burden of disease and ensuring access to quality healthcare services. So, ang good health and well-being mao isa pod sa target sa sustainable development nga ma-reduce ang or matabangan nila ang mga taong wala sila dili nila kaya.
Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Arcadio and now we will discuss about the quality education. Quality education can be defined as an educational system that effectively equips students with the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes necessary to succeed in their personal and professional lives, while also fostering critical thinking, creativity, and lifelong learning. There has been a continuous effort to improve the quality of education in the country. The government enacted the RE 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, RE 10157 or the Kindergarten Act of 2012, RE 11310 or the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program or PORFIS Act of 2018 to help achieve this purpose. And now, the next topic is all about the gender equality. Gender equality is the measurable equal representation of women and men. Gender equality does not imply that women and men are the same, but they but that they have equal value and should be accorded to equal treatment. And now, the last topic is all about the clean water and the sanitation. Clean water refers to what Clean water refers to water that is safe and free from harmful contaminants, bacteria, and pollutants, making it suitable for drinking, cooking, and other domestic uses. Sanitation, on the other hand, refers to the provision of facilities and services for the safe disposal of human waste as well as measures to promote hygiene and prevent the spread of disease related to inadequate sanitation. Together, clean water and sanitation are crucial for ensuring public health, reducing the spread of waterborne disease, and promoting overall well-being. And that's my report. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. By the way, my name is Lizelle Diaz. So at this juncture, we will discuss about affordable and clean energy. So why affordable and clean energy is important? Affordable and clean energy means energy that doesn't cost too much and doesn't harm the environment. It's important because it helps fight climate change and makes energy available to everyone. So there are several types of clean energy. For example, solar energy comes from the sun. Wind energy is generated by the wind. Both are renewable, which means they won't run out. Our next discussion class is all about decent work and economic growth. So when we say decent work class means having a job that is fair, safe, and pays enough to live on. It includes the following case elements. So the first one class is fair pay. So workers earn enough money to meet their basic needs and support their families. So the second one is safe condition. So safe condition class, the workplace is free from hazards and workers are protected from harm. The third one is job security. So, job security workers have stable employment and protection against unfair dismissal. Second one class is economic growth. So, when we say economic growth class, it is a country's economy gets bigger and produces more goods and services. This growth is measured by the increase in the gross domestic product or GDP. Here are the key points class. So the first one is more jobs. So economic growth creates more employment opportunities for people. And the second one class is higher incomes. As the economy grows, people and businesses usually earn more money. The third one is better living standards. So, better living standards, more income people can afford better housing, healthcare, education, and other necessities. The fourth one class, increase investment businesses, more in new projects, technologies, and infrastructure, further boosting the economy. So economic growth is important because it helps improve the overall quality of life and reduces poverty. Governments can support economic growth by investing in education and infrastructure and technology and creating policies that encourage businesses to grow and innovate. Our next discussion class is all about industry, innovation, and infrastructure. So, when we say industry class, this refers to the production of goods and services within an economy. Strong industries create jobs, boost economic output, and improve living standards. Then the next one class is innovation. So when we say innovation class, this is the process of creating new ideas, products, or methods. Innovation drives progress, enhances efficiency, and solves problems, leading to better products and services. The third one is in infrastructure. This includes the physical and organizational structures needed for the operation of a society, such as transportation systems, communication networks, and utilities. Good infrastructure supports industries and innovation by providing essential services and connectivity. So, together, these elements help build a resilient economy, promote technological advancement, and improve the quality of life.
Reduce inequalities. Reduce inequalities is a sustainable development goal aimed to decrease income inequality within and among countries by promoting social, economic, and political inclusion for all, regardless of age, sex, disability, race, ethnicity, or region, religion, or economic status. So let's proceed to the sustainable cities and communities. Sustainable cities and communities are urban areas are designed and managed to minimize their environmental impact, ensure social equity, and promote economic prosperity for present and future generations. They strive to achieve a balance between economic growth, social development, and environmental protection, aiming to meet the needs of all residents while preserving the planet's resources for future generations. Let's proceed to the third discussion, responsible consumption and production. So, responsible consumption and productions entails using resources efficiently, minimizing waste generation, and ensuring that the products we use are produced in a manner that respect the environment and social well-being. This approach involves reducing the environmental impact of consumption and productions. Activities promoting sustainable lifestyles and fostering sustainable economic growth. Thank you.
Climate action refers to the proactive steps taken by individuals, communities, and organizations and governments to address the climate change and its impact. Additionally, it involves implementing measures to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, promoting sustainable practices, and building resilience to climate-related risks. For example, here in the Philippines may invest in renewable energy projects such as solar and wind power to reduce its reliance on fossil fuels and decrease carbon emissions. Additionally, we individuals can take public transportation instead of using our vehicles. Life below water refers to the sustainable development goal of conserving and sustainably using the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Climate regulation and oxygen production for both humans and other living beings. Additionally, this goal aims to protect the biodiversity and ecosystem of the oceans and ensure that they are utilized in a sustainable manner. For example, one of the targets under this goal is to prevent and reduce marine pollution, including from the land-based activities by 2025. This involves reducing the amount of plastic waste and other pollutants that end up in the ocean. By achieving this goal, we can ensure that the oceans continue to provide vital ecosystem services such as food, climate regulation, and oxygen production. Life on land refers to the preservation of rehabilitation and sustainable utilization of terrestrial ecosystems to safeguard biodiversity, combat desertification, prevent land degradation, and promote the responsible management of forests. An example of life on land in action is the reforestation efforts in the Huyuhui rainforest. By planting native tree species, implementing sustainable management practices, and combating deforestation, this initiative aims to restore the biodiversity and ecosystem services of the Huyuhui rainforest. Through the actions, not only are critical habitats for a vast array of plant and animal species being protected, but the forests also contribute to climate regulation by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This demonstrates how the conservation and sustainable management of terrestrial ecosystem under the Sustainable Development Goals can lead to positive environmental outcomes and support the well-being of both current and future generations.
Peace, justice, and strong institution is the 16th goal in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or what we call SDGs. This goal emphasizes the importance of promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. It aims to provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Here are the key points. Peaceful societies, reducing violence and death rates from conflict, ensuring safety and security for all individuals, access to justice, ensuring everyone has access to legal resources and fair treatment under the law, which includes eradicating corruption and bribery, strong institutions, developing transparent, effective, and accountable institutions to uphold human rights, facilitate good governance, and combat injustice. Inclusivity, fostering inclusive decision making that is responsive and representative of all segments of society, including the most vulnerable. The goal recognizes that sustainable development cannot be achieved without peace and stability, and it highlights the necessity of building strong, just, and inclusive institutions to achieve this vision. Partnerships for the Goals is the seventh and final goal of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These goals focuses on strengthening the means of implementation and revitalizing the global partnership for sustainable development. So, here are the key aspects. First, finance. Finance mobilizing financial resources from various sources, including developed countries increasing their official development assistance or ODA to support developing countries. Second, technology enhancing the development of development transfer, dissemination, and diffusion of environmentally such technologies to developing countries. Third, capacity building. Capacity building is strengthening the capacity of developing countries to implement sustainable development goals through education, training, and technical support. Trade, promoting a universal rules based, open, non discriminatory, and equitable multilateral trading system under the World Trade Organization or WTO. The next, systemic issues. Systemic issues addressing systemic issues such as policy coherence and institutional frameworks to support sustainable development. Next, multi stakeholder partnerships, encouraging and promoting effective private, and civil society partnerships, building on the experience and resourcing strategies of partnerships. Data monitoring and accountability, increasing the availability of high quality, timely, and reliable data to measure progress on sustainable development goals. Goal 17 recognizes that achieving the SDGs requires a global partnership that brings together governments, the private sector, civil society, and other actors to mobilize all available resources to highlight the importance of cooperation, collaboration, and solidarity among all stakeholders to successfully implement and achieve the SDGs.